The long-awaited sequel to Stephen King's The Shining has finally hit theaters. But will Dr. Sleep live up to the Stanley Kubrick classic?
When I was a kid, there was a place. A dark place. They closed it down and let it rot. But the things that lived there...
Hello, Danny.
They come back.
There have been a few really good Stephen King movie adaptations over the years, but there have also been a fair share of duds. The Shining was a great movie, but I think it's universally accepted that it's not a great adaptation, as it basically abandons the novel. Now, I haven't read Dr. Sleep, so I can't attest to its accuracy to the source material, but I can tell you that it's a pretty good movie. The story is compelling, and newcomer Kylie Curran is fantastic in the role of Abra Stone, the little girl whose shine has grabbed the attention of Rose the Hat, wonderfully played by Rebecca Ferguson, and her band of nomadic quasi-immortals known as the True Knot, who sustain themselves by killing these gifted children and inhaling their shine. Meanwhile, little Danny Torrance is all grown up, battling both the demons of his past and of his alcoholism. Abra is able to communicate with Dan as they share a similar shine, and before long, Dan finds himself in a race against Rose and the True Knot to save Abra from a horrible fate. Ewan McGregor plays the reluctant hero very well and brings a certain vulnerability to the character that makes perfect sense given his dark and traumatic past. Dr. Sleep is a true thriller, suspenseful and dark, and it pulls no punches. There are scenes that are hard to watch, especially the brutal murder of a small child, but it's not a gratuitous gore fest. Comparisons to The Shining are inevitable, and I'll just say straight up that Dr. Sleep is not as well made a film. It's Stanley Kubrick versus Mike Flanagan, but the story is strong enough to be a worthy companion piece. I loved many of the flashbacks Flanagan incorporates into his movie, notably the recreation of the iconic "Here's Johnny" shot with grown-up Dan peering through the shattered bathroom door. I also appreciate the use of look-alike actors in flashback scenes at the Overlook, as opposed to digital recreations of Shelley Duvall and Jack Nicholson. Dr. Sleep is a solid thriller with a strong cast of characters, and it doesn't rely on cheap jump scares to keep you on edge. It suffers a little from a too long second act, which I think robs us of a fully realized finale at the now abandoned Overlook Hotel. But overall, this story lives up to the legacy of Kubrick and Nicholson, and it delivers what it promises.
Where are we going?
There's a place. You sure you want to do this?
I'm ready.
Yes, you run, dear. And then I will find you, and you will scream for years.
Come and play with us forever and ever.